Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 25th day of May 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to JM Bullion so we can look at the live spot prices. Now, it looks like gold is down 14.75 to 18.60.17. Silver down 31 cents to 22.04. Platinum down 10.86 to 958.95. And palladium down $20.97 to 2055 even Steven. I wonder if it goes below $2,000. Now look at this, quite a build in the in-stock silver. You're looking at 1085. Now our next stop today is going to be here. It's a Google Docs, and it's the 2022 P My Angelou quarter nesting bird twig die gouge. And this is shared from WP, and I asked him if I could share this, and he said yes. And I've got to show you because this is one of the items that we're going to be showcasing on our auction, I believe this Friday night, if not next Friday, or a Friday soon upcoming. So here we go. This is 2022 P My Angelou quarter reverse die gouge, aka nesting bird or twig, dated May 15, 2022. From WP. Now look at that. There it is. That's the die gouge or the twig for the nesting bird right there. It's circled conveniently. This is the My Angelou, and says here, not long after the February release of the 2022 P My Angelou quarter, various mint error coins began to be identified. Of these, the most visually appealing single die error is the reverse die gouge error, referred to as the nesting bird, coined by YouTube presenter Son of a Silverstacker, also known as the twig. Not me, but the coin. The alignment of the die gouge gives the appearance of the bird flying with a twig in its mouth as if carrying it to a nest. And that's the figure one, as you can see there. Absolutely. And you know what I always say about errors? It's all about the placement of the errors, right? Like Washington wearing that crown, or the Tuskegee Airman quarter with the control tower on fire. Just amazing. It's all about that placement, right? Those extra things just add so much more. Now it says on closer inspection, the linear die gouge is actually a closely paired or doubled gouge, likely unique to the object that scored the die. And that's from figure 2, and that's here. Okay, now the nesting bird reverse die gouge only appears on the 2022 Philadelphia Maya Angelou quarter. No D or S mint examples do exist. Further, it is a single die error, given that all examples are identical in location and appearance. Given that the nesting bird reverse was present only on a single die, it is likely that no more than 300 to 400,000 of these coins were produced. Isn't that incredible, folks? That is not many, really, if in the grand scheme of things, right? And there's how many of these in circulation? 300, 400,000, right? Now, Andy Oscom, in Chapter 25 of Collectible Ike Varieties, Facts, Photos, and Theories, and that's Ezerman et al., 2011, shares copies of U.S. Mint die life figures from 1973 to 1974 after the Mint changed over from old W1 die steel to new 52-100 die steel, right? The average reverse die life for a U.S. quarter struck with the new 52-100 die steel was improved to 294,250 coins per die. Okay, so we're trying to understand this number here and how they got to that, correct? Now, current average die life figures for U.S. quarters are not available, but U.S. dime dies average about 275,000 coins per die currently. In 1973 and 74, the average dime die life was 125,565,000 coins for an obverse die and 207,693 coins for reverse die. So you can obviously tell that things are improving, right? So, and that's just like us, right? Going to make bad people good and good people better. I don't even know where that came from. This suggests that if die life has improved somewhat since 1973 to 74, maybe by as much as 30%, and if using the reverse die figures for the dime. If so, it may be that an average reverse die life for U.S. quarter production may now be closer to 380,000 coins per die. So using that percentage, right, is probably how we got to that particular number. It may be coincidence, but the average product sold for the San Francisco Minted American Whim quarters has been near 305,000 coins, quite possibly a single die production for each of the American Women quarters in the series from the San Francisco Mint. Isn't that quite the observation? Never, ever. I don't think anybody would put that together. So that's huge. One die for all of them, and suggestive of die life for non-proof U.S. quarter production. Isn't that interesting? So a little bit of an insight to what's going on now. It says the nesting bird reverse may or may not be associated with an obverse die crack cut error at the corner of Washington's mouth, refers to as the drooling or herpes error. That's figures 3 and 4. That's right here. The crack cut can display a range of early to more extensive stages of progression, and absolutely, and the further on that progression is, the more expensive you're going to be finding it to be. Now, some of these herpes or drooling error progressions have been as big as this circle, right? And that is an incredible error. I mean, that's just like, that is remarkable. So if you can get the drooling error with the Angelou nesting bird error, that's quite something, right? Quite something. Now, let me get back to this. I'm super excited to share this. And I just, having an honor like this bestowed upon you, and it's just, you folks have no idea how it feels to be associated with Maya Angelou and this, and I don't want to even talk about myself that much more. Let's figure out what's going on here. So let's hear further. The crack cut appears across the American Women Quarter Series. That's right, for all of the obverse on these coins, both Maya Angelou and Sally Ride quarters at this time, and across mint facilities, right, Denver and Philadelphia, as well as San Francisco. In other words, the obverse crack cut is a product of many dies representing a design flaw in the Fraser obverse. Absolutely. And I think Paula had said something along the lines of, we have a really low spot here and we have a really high spot here. And I think that is what's causing this particular error, low and high within such a very small space. And I think that's what's causing this error. And yeah. Will the mint recognize this? Yes, they absolutely know that this is going on. In fact, I think during one of the conversations we had listened to, the mint spokesperson said that they called it the herpes error. So they know about this. So does that mean that the die will be fixed the following year? Yes, it absolutely has to be. Because, right, you don't want to keep producing subpar quality product, right? You want to improve, right? We always want to improve from where we were yesterday. And so this is yesterday. Where are we going to go tomorrow, right? We're going to fix this for next year. Now let's keep on going on. There's figure 4, and they do get progressively worse and larger as time goes on, as more strikes happen. Now, given its visual appeal and that it is a single die product, the nesting bird reverse die gouger of the 2022 P. Maya Angelou quarter is a worthy and standout collectible coin in the American Women Quarter Series. Absolutely. And this is an addendum. Sales of the nesting bird appear on the secondary market, aka twig, as of May 2022. Most secondary market sales of the nesting bird have been in raw coins ranging from $5 to $15. And I've even seen some in the beginning that were probably $20 to $25. Now, there's also been some third-party graders slabbed the nesting bird coins sold. NGC and PCGS graded nesting bird coins universally do not have an attribution of the reverse die gouge, nor either the popular names on their labels. That's right, but we're here to change that. In case of sales of PCGS and NGC slab nesting birds quarters, the seller describes the die gouge and provides images, but then again, there is no attribution on the label. And here we go. This is the best part, and I'm just so honored. Can't even tell you. ANACS, on the other hand, has provided attribution information on their labels. And that's here figure 5. That's the 2022 Philadelphia 25 cents piece Maya Angelou reverse die gouge nesting bird MS66. Wow. Now it says here the grade, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. The grade range of sales of the nesting bird from PCGS and NGC unattributed on label and ANACS attributed on label appear to range from MS66 to MS67, with a single NGC MS68 having been sold. And I'll tell you, those prices are dear. Very, very dear. And that's the end of the article. And I want to thank you, WP, for letting me share this today. And I wanted to show you what's going on eBay, if it's even there still. Now, here we go. This is 2022 Maya Angelou quarter nesting I put here. And there's 17 results. And I did find one of those on eBay, and it may or may not be there in the future. But here you go. Look at this one's 50. This one's 9, 850, 699, 77, $12.87, $6. So you see what's going on here, right? They're all over the place, but none of them are graded with that attribution. So what this is saying is that this is the very first one to be attributed to have that nesting bird error. Isn't this fantastic, folks? Wow, who would have ever thought? I'm so fortunate that I have subscribers that would actually go to bat for us like this and get that done. It's just incredible. Thank you so much. And you know what? I had more to do on this video, but I talked and I yammered and yapped for so long that I just got to go straight to my plus twos. Now, everybody knows what's going on in the news, and it's really sad, and it's a real, oh, it's an awful thing, what's happening. And I just wanted to say that gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. And that's Proverbs 16:24. And I know that a lot of people are, they're hurting right now, right? And they don't want to hear words. They don't want to hear prayers. They don't want to hear any of that. They're so angry. They're so upset. But guess what? Yeah, they need these words, folks. Even if they say they don't, remember that saying that those that are the hardest to love need it the most. Those people saying to us right now, I don't want your prayers, and I don't want your love, and I don't want your good thoughts. Yeah, those folks need it the most, because guess what? Yeah, guess what? This is it. Everybody hurts at some time, right? This is that R.E.M. song, and I think it's really kind of poignant right now, and I'm going to leave a link in the description. I hope everybody, we just recognize what's going on, and it's a lack of respect for human beings, a lack of respect for self, and there needs to be more love out there, folks, because let's face it, everybody hurts. We know that, and we need those kind words to heal those people that are hurting. So there it is, folks. I want to thank y'all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you do like what you're hearing, so please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.